Magandang buhay! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Ako po si Teacher Riving Jill. Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe, share, and like, at i-click ang notification bell para sa iba ko pang mga math videos. Today's lesson for Grade 5, Week 3, Quarter 1. Performs series of more than 2 operations on whole numbers, applying parentheses, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So that is known for PEMDAS, or groupings, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. That is also known as GMDAS. Our lesson is based from MELC Quarter 1, Week 3 of Math 5. Performs series of more than 2 operations on whole numbers applying parentheses, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, or also known as the PEMDAS, or grouping multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, or also known as the GMDAS. Okay, so let's have a recap about what we have studied last time. It's all about the divisibility rules for 4. If the last 2 digits can be divided by 4 without remainder, and if the number is ending in 2 zeros, then it is always divisible by 4. Another is by 7. If after doubling the last digit and subtracting the result from the other digits, the difference must be divisible by 7. Next is divisibility by 8. If the number formed by the last 3 digits can be divided by 8 without remainder, and if the last 3 digits or numbers ends in 3 zeros, then it's always divisible by 8. Next is divisibility by 11. A number is divisible by 11 if the last digit subtracted from the rest is divisible by 11. Another one is divisibility by 12. A number is divisible by 12 if it is both divisible by 3 and 4. Okay, so before we proceed to our topic today, let's have some practice. Let's check your skills on these 4 fundamental operations. Write the correct answer on the blank, or you may answer it orally. Number 1, 5 plus 3. Number 2, 7 plus 4. Number 3, 9 minus 4. Number 4, 12 minus 5. And last number, 6 times 5. Okay, for our topic today, which is PEMDAS, from the acronym for P stands for parentheses, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, and A stands for addition, and S for subtraction. The order of the letters tells you what to calculate first, second, and so on. If there are grouping symbols in the expression, PEMDAS tells you to calculate within the grouping first. Alright, so let's have the order of operations. Number 1, work from left to right when there are only addition and subtraction. In PEMDAS, addition comes first before subtraction. So, for example number 1, there were 482 pupils who were enrolled in grade 5. After a month, 42 pupils transferred out and 35 were admitted. What is now the updated number of enrollees? For the number sentence, we're going to write 482 for the number of pupils enrolled in grade 5, then minus 42 for the pupils who will transferred out, and then plus 35 for those who were admitted. And then, for the next number sentence, 440 will be the result from the difference of 482 and 42, plus 35 for the admitted. So, what is left now is the sum of 440 and 35, for the total of that, which will be 460. 75. So it means the new enrollment is 475. Okay, next. For number 2, work from left to right where there are only multiplication and division in PEMDAS. Multiplication comes first before division. Example, mother bought 50 boxes of sardines. Each box contained 24 cans. She sells 200 cans every day. How many days will it take her to sell all the sardines? For the first number sentence, which is 50 times 24. 50 is the number of boxes of sardines, and 24 for each box contained 24 cans. Divided by 200. 200 is the one that she or mother sells daily. And then for the second number sentence, we're going to solve first multiplication, which will give you 50 times 24 is 1,200 divided by 200. So it will take her 6 days to sell all the sardines. 6 came from the quotient of 1,200 and 200. Okay, number 3. Working from left to right, carry out multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. For example, number 3. In a restaurant, there were 25 more children than men. The number of women was 3 times as many as the number of men. If there were 75 women, how many children were there? So for our first number sentence, we're going to write 25 plus 75 divided by 3. Second number sentence will give us 25 plus, we're going to solve first division, right? So 75 divided by 3 will give you 25. And that will be written on the second number sentence. Then, we're going to solve 25 plus 25, which will give us the number of children in the restaurant, which is 50 children. Okay, number 4. When there is a parenthesis, carry out the operations in the parenthesis first. Example, there are 270 girls and 210 boys in grade 5. Each class has 40 pupils. How many classes are there in grade 5? For our number sentence, we're going to get the number of girls, which is 270, and the number of boys, which is 210. And then, we're going to place it inside the parenthesis. Then, divided by 40, because each class has 40 pupils. Then, for our second number sentence, we're going to get the sum of boys and girls. And that will give us 480. Then, 480 divided by 40, which will give us 12. It means that there are 12 classes in grade 5. Example number 1. Find the value of 120 minus the product of 6 and 7. We need to solve first what is inside the parentheses. The operation is multiplication. So 120 minus the product of 6 and 7. And that will give us 42. Next step, 120 minus 42 will give us 78. And the answer is 78. Example number 2. Find the value of 41 times 5 plus 8. Solution will be, we need to solve first what is inside the parentheses. The operation is subtraction. So 4 minus 1 will give us 3, and then copy the numbers and the operations that are remaining. So next step will be multiply before adding. So 3 times 5 will give us 15 plus 8, and that will be 23. Alright, PEMDAS is used in working problems with multiple operations. GMDOS is used if there are grouping symbols in the expression. The arrangement of letters in the acronym tells what to calculate first before the other. Okay, let's start our exercises now. Okay, let's solve the following. Number 1, 18 divided by the difference of 8 and 5 plus 7 times 2 plus 6 times the sum of 4 and 2. So what are we going to solve first? We're going to solve first the numbers inside the parentheses. We need to eliminate the parentheses. So we need to get the difference and the sum. So the difference of 8 and 5 is 3. The sum of 4 and 2 is 6. So the next number sentence would be 18 divided by 3, which is the answer to the difference of 8 and 5, plus 7 times 2 plus 6 times the sum of 4 and 2, which is 6. Okay, next step. What are the operations that are given? We have division, addition, multiplication, addition, and multiplication. So we need to do first the division. So 18 divided by 3, which will give us 6, and then copy the remaining numbers, plus 7 times 2 plus 6 times 6. Okay, next step. We need to solve first, or we need to eliminate first the multiplication operation. So 6 will be copy, plus 7 times 2 plus 6 times 6. So we need to solve first the multiplication operation. So 6 plus 7 times 2 is 14, plus 6 times 6 is 36. Next, since it is already addition, all you have to do is get the sum. So 6 plus 14 plus 36. And the answer is, okay, alright. So 20 plus 36 is 56. Okay, another example. Number 2, 9 times the difference of 47 minus 22 divided by 25. What do we need to do first? We need first to eliminate the numbers inside the parentheses, and the operation will be subtraction. So 9 times the result, or the difference, which is 47 minus 22, is 25. So we're going to write 25 and then copy divided by 25. Okay, next step. What do we need to solve first? Multiplication or division? Okay, multiplication. Correct. Why? Because multiplication comes first before division. So we need to multiply 9 times 25. That will give us 225. Then divided by 25. And the result is 9. Okay, now, we need to write true if the mathematical sentence is correct and false if it is incorrect. Number 1, 4 plus 3 times 4 plus 5 will give you 21. Another, number 2, 4 times 5 plus 6 divided by 2 is 25. Number 3, 18 minus 9 divided by 3 times 4 is 6. Okay, let's see if your solutions are correct. For number 1, the given is 4 plus 3 times 4 plus 5 is 21. Will that give 21? Will that be equal? Okay, let's see. So, what do we need to solve first? We need to multiply first 3 and 4. So, 4 plus the product is 12 plus 5 is 21. And then, all we have to do is get the sum. So, 4 plus 12 plus 5 is 21 is equal to 21. Therefore, the equation is true. Okay, next example, number 2. 4 times 5 plus 6 divided by 2 is 25. Will that equation give the result as 25? Let's see. So what do we need to do first? Okay, we need to multiply first 4 and 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. Then the rest of the given, copy. Plus 6 divide 2 equals 25. Next step, what do we need to do? We need to add or divide. Okay, correct. We need to divide first. So 20 plus the quotient of 6 and 2 is 3 is equal to 25. Okay, then get the sum. 20 plus 3 is 23. Is 23 equal to 25? Okay, no. So therefore, the equation is false. Let's go to number 3. 18 minus 9 divided by 3 times 4 is equal to 6. 18 minus 3 times 4 is equals to 6. Then, we need first to solve multiplication or subtraction. Okay, we need to multiply first. So, 3 times 4 is 12, and then get the difference. 18 minus 12 is 6. So, therefore, it is equal. So, the equation is true. Alright, I think you're now ready for your assignment. Kindly get your ball pen and paper. Next given will be write true if the mathematical sentence is correct. Solve it instead if you think it is false. Write your answer on the space provided. For the last part of your assignment, which is let's create, do it on your own. Follow the rules in PMDAS or GMDAS in solving the following equations. Thank you for watching my math video lessons. I hope you learned a lot today. So don't forget to click the like button and share button and click also the notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa mga math video postings ko. So don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye!